I had no regret to vote against one person. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I have to vote for them people. This country is a better place and will be a better place.
Yes, sir.
Because there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside.
So,
but we don't want to empower people here. We say that our lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you make breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go out? Because they want to increase the time. They say they are too short. You cannot be a cancer, then you want to run global. You cannot be a lawmaker that disrespecting the law that we made ourselves. Then you say you want this and then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for the government economy. But when we can be for it's not happening, it will never happen. The only thing they are there for, when last people go there, government keep and say, "Sanctify people." Young look at my son, giving 1% I won't go in law. But they sit down over there in their family because they need work. And the person that need work, and the person sanctify people say they want that. We employ our family because some people are happy. Because it is the time to be happy. It is nobody's time when the country is not better. It is everybody's time when the country is better. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for sacrifice. They are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern the people. They got people that got degrees, they know nothing. The only pastor with every people that they can't achieve nothing from. Our marketeers will come to power. In every country, at least 2 million employees for marketeers, spiritual runners, and younger boys to empower themselves. The money is there, but everything is long without carrying a paper because we are close.
What is Bagadino Yaga Koluba?
Yes. Because Yagakulman and the one that is talking to him was. So you are telling to me Yagakulman because a budget.
You get to be talking to the president. It's not a good thing.
Yes. They're happy. Say my mother, your mama happy to you. When you are not going to betray Yagakulman or betray the Nigerian people and lie to them, Yagakulman are not going to cross you. You understand? You understand?
You said the president's problem is the most around.
You shot me now for that boy, I can't call you back. My boy, I can't call you back, I'm not talking to you. Then you forget boy, I can't call you back. Now I want to let my day when we said you go away, I call you. Then you forget boy, I can't call you back. Anything I do for me, my people, the other person. Then you leave, I can't call you back. We don't know, then we know you. Our sister will go, take care of the day, I can't call you back from there. Now you know what. Then they are not doing it, I can't call you back in our house.
Okay. All right, we're coming to anything you want to say for now before we leave you. Thank you so much.
Because last week because some of the rest of the police, so they rest of one corner, they do our own day. And they tell the other police maker they won't do our own advance. You can't continue for it.
Hello.
Eric,
Yeah, man.
my son, you made mistake.
Father.
I heard you last night. Me and Kun indeed to move Papa. Absolutely, after the whole election, I'm in my corner. If you hear my preaching most Sunday, you will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? The broadcaster don't even answer my phone. They don't pick me up. They don't lay me down. They don't even have time.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't talk. Yeah, I don't talk because God knows why it's happening. And everything I will accept it because our son Kun is vice president to him for NIMBA. The NIMBA people will not understand if I start hating on Breaker. The Senate started trap for Breaker. When we are wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for local commissioners who decided from Badia to where and said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Breaker come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he's now where he's just thinking, what kind of way Breaker, what kind of thing? He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house. So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but I think they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate. Then something happened. Wow. All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Breaker benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with that.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving our Bible for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he wants to persecute us. He doesn't want to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go to my lawyer. They were from Kun up to my own son up to my wing. I'm not telling them why you are doing this. You know what I told him?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So, following the resolution, we agree. Bring it now. When Breaker send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now.
I called you rescue one. Do you think I really believe that at 80 years old you'll be able to rescue this country? We embellished it. You know, when you are a sales representative, you are a salesperson, you're selling a commodity or a product. Your job is to embellish. Did you think I knew, or did you think I mistook you for a rescuer? An old man who belongs to the dustbin of our history with a kid, a man who cannot even operate a laptop computer? No, we made a compromise. That's what we settled. We compromised. And we believe you were a good man. And we were sympathetic towards you. We in all. And after we saw you and doubted you about them, rejected you as though you could rescue this country. We called you rescue one. How could you rescue the country when you could not even rescue your own finances? 12 years as vice president, we had to be begging for money all over the place, raising money to sustain you. What contacts did you establish as vice president? What? It shows today everyone can see your campaign. It's a dysfunctional juggernaut led by people who have bought into this hype which we created, hype which we are sucking the life out of now. We will suck the life out of you Knock the wind out of your sail. The wind we put in your sail will take it back. How dare you call us insignificant when you were in political nobody after 2017 and we resurrected that dead political carcass of yours. You show us the factory of wickedness. Where are you? Our falling out with George we did fundamental. The issues about which we disagree with us, we are still issues that we're concerned about. But we're not here to give you power so that you turn it over to Jeremiah Kum, Prince Johnson. Jeremiah was a Liberian citizen. If he wishes to run for president, it is his right to run for president. But to hide behind you, he and his
one more freedom fighter. One more freedom fighter. When they welcome me, they say they were freedom fighters.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Welcome me, they say they were labor.
What a great way.
But when they keep
And of course, another interesting opportunity it feels to be back behind these microphones to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. Today is Thursday, and yes, indeed, we are back. This is the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9, Liberia most informative breakfast platform where we discuss the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development without fear nor favor, keeping their feet to the fire. Oh, yes, indeed. What a great day. Sweet Liberia is turning into something else. Street hawkers are protesting for their rights. And it will miss you to know the choice of song. The choice of song yesterday to hear from our sisters, most of whom are single mothers, struggling for ends meet in a country where the government has created zero opportunity, but the government is chasing after people who have all created means for themselves. And these so-called elites are using yellow machine to go after our people. They're breaking their homes. They're using batu and gun butt to beat peaceful citizens. What a war we live in. When the powerful feel they can use their power to torture the poor and weak. Oh my word. Just an update for you in relations to the capital arson case. Today is Thursday, and I'm told the hearing into the ruling, or if you may, so let me get it right. By 11 o'clock today, the ruling of Judge Willie on the motion to suppress evidence in the capital arson case will be there at the Temple of Justice. And so what we've so far managed to gather as the investigation of torture went as far as the AMR medical facility, and what reports we are getting is that defendant Stephen Brower, for example, was taken to Central, and investigators zero in on him because he was a security guard outside of Honorable Kofa's office. At the LNP basement, they wasted water on the floor and plugged in an electrical wire. They threw him on the floor and electrocuted him. Oh my God. All of these are happening in Liberia. What? Hey, Gregory Como. The medical examination found that as a result of this matter, Stephen Brower's right breast is permanently damaged. The right breast of Stephen Brower, a suspect in the arson case, who got tortured, electrocuted, according to reports. The man right hand side titty, the whole titty is damaged forever and ever. Amen. Police RG Gregory Coleman wants the AMR hospital to change the medical results of the defendants. We're throwing this one out. No evil go unpunished. Nobody will change medical results. The result will come. AMR, your reputations are on the line. We are telling you. Prosecution team are doing all they can as we are gathering, threatening the hospital. You must never go to. Doctors advise that because of the severe torture, defendant Tom Idridge may die if care is not taken. Based on the report from the AMR Expeditionary Healthcare Center, the government has asked the court to postpone the case from this Thursday to next week, Wednesday. I provided you an initial update. I'll speak to a court reporter, maybe behind the scene, to confirm whether these postponements, and of course, if these postponements are confirmed, then it tells you exactly that the government of Joseph Newman Boakai are doing all they can to suppress this torture thing. But look, you're wasting your time because torture has already been established. You're torturing people. This is like a rebel government, a junta government. This delay appears to be a strategic move aimed at giving the authorities more time to harass the clinic in changing the content of the report, which is believed to be damaging to the government. Just look at Thomas Edrich today. See the brother, you know that he was tampered with. I thought this is supposed to be a democratic government. Why has Gregory and his like brought in the SOD style? We're in a new world, new dispensation, and these things, you can't do it and go scot-free. They'll come out. So, folks, too many things to talk about. Those of you in the diaspora, welcome. Welcome our friends. Keep dropping your comments on some of the issues that we're going to talk about this morning. MCC police and the street hawkers, or the Yana girls down Macklin Street, Waterside, and everywhere, advocating or campaigning for their rights. So Mr. Boakai, as we read, have suspended reluctantly the Deputy Minister for Youth Development, the alleged rapist in the Boakai government. We are told reluctantly, since some campaigners had decided that today they were going to stage a peaceful protest before the Liberia National Police headquarters. And so Boaka think he can play smart on the people. He has suspended the man, but that is not enough. The time for suspension has passed. We need this man to be dismissed, and not only dismissed, but we need him to be behind bars, just as all other accused of victim of rape or accused individuals of rape. There is nobody better than their friend. So the action of the president is an agreement with the campaign and the advocacy that we all have been leading. So where is that untrained kid, that untrained little boy, Daniel Sano? You see how you've disgraced yourself. So is your president a jack of all trades too? What did your president not wait for the police? And so we listened to Gregory Como on yesterday as well. Spew out gibberish, nonsense, talking about DNA. So what are you going to do with the DNA result? Is that within your purview? What kind of man? Yes, so are you the court? Is somebody supposed to submit DNA report to you? Why can't you just do your part? But again, Gregory exposed how he has been doing all he can to shield McGill, right? Bryant McGill, the alleged rapist in the 14-year-old rape case. Brian McGill, the Unity Party alleged rapist. He is a Unity Party minister that has been alleged of raping all over the place, raping people, children, small 14-year-old children that Gregory Kuma was trying to shield, and he embarrassed himself yesterday. Have there been a case where before a rape suspect is arrested that they have to do DNA result? The DNA result must contact the person first. So the hospitals confirmed that there was tampering. Even the Ministry of Gender confirmed, but the police said no. They're waiting for DNA result to arrest the Unity Party alleged rapist. A whole deputy minister for youth development turned to a deputy minister for raping minors in the country. Small children. They go watch country me game, you color them, you knock maga them. Go move from behind him today. Now the 9 day for rule, 1 day for master. And this other rapist will be arrested by force by fire. How you came in as freedom fighter, you raping our small children, small children, skinny children, oh, you raping them. Hey, brother Mo, then brother Mo go tell the man, say, the man will consider DNA, because he did like fake DNA, Mo Ali, because he did fake DNA, so they want to politicize it and say another DNA. We'll get Mo Ali DNA recording here. Go to the hospital there, the woman there, go, oh, he got good morning, man.
Good morning to you, and good morning to Liberians following. This morning is good that we back here together to continue with our Liberian people's job, and it's good to be back here this morning.
That's correct. So yesterday, the Champions League you've been crying about, Chelsea was flogged. Why are you not talking about that?
Because I'm not a Chelsea fan.
You don't have to be a Chelsea fan. Are you a Man U fan? You talk about Man U.
Because you are a man, Chelsea is not a fan. And
Yeah,
always
but
you are the
about-
one always talking bad about Barcelona, even when it doesn't exist.
Oh, and I thought about it.
Yeah.
I would be missing Lamine Yamal is a cool player.
When?
The only thing I can talk about is that the way you can create a player, on SEPT, the player later on will be paying you small.
Yeah, at least you that got all the money. They say your latest revenue is around 666 million. So you got all the money, but yet you will not be flying plane. You will be from post to post.
Brian McKill. The way the Bobby can pump is saying the picture say you can no scale.
No fear in your.
Anytime you see somebody do that kind of picture, take all your 14-year-old children from there. Anytime you see somebody dressed that they pump themselves in their coat, just take all your 14-year-old get you hardened. Okay, but that is that. So today is Thursday, and of course the cash giveaway is also here. We are paying money, but remember, folks, we have a recording. You know, this government thing, she can come and do anything anyhow, even things that they criticize, and nobody will talk about it. So you all can go ahead and say whatever you want to say. Remember, and I like how they're just going back and doing their own things, their very old things, right? Today, a 14-year-old is raped. Yomli Kanga Lauren is tight-lipped. She has not said anything, right? Once upon a time, this very Gregory Como man was held in contempt by the court for failure to testify in a rape case involving a senior government official at that time was Representative Whaley's rape case. Today, in a deputy minister rape case, that very Gregory Como is suppressing the law and refusing to do what he has to do. And a lot of people have said if this was an opposition figure,
It would have been terrible. by now.
then something will go happen again. It should be a CDC. Oh,
No.
forget it. The man
And the
will
whole
take
country is outside
all
now
the
right now.
Kamajo Impo, all of them outside.
Then the whole
The
entire
community,
country
they
would
call
have
for
been
the men to
outside
arrest
now.
that whole community. That CDC official living in you arrest all of them. So you see how clear the people have divided the country on party line, right? And somebody can still sit down and say Gregory like professional man. Where they may when you go police school, you go police school. We not challenge Gregory. Everything Gregory can hear it. We challenge it. Gregory, we challenge you to show all what kind of police school in your life you went to. You be calling a man police. You be calling a man professional policeman. Where he got a training from? You join around the player because you're in some society. You know the country that society thing. So some man, the liar Bennett, they tell you the yearly promoting you go get someone executive program in Harvard, you can't poo, they pass you. I brought a patronage society, so it can happen for anybody. Boo, you would. The man preparing, man. And every day the man is proving that he is an unprofessional guy. But the thing is, he does not have the elementary and fundamental, or if you may, rudimentary policing training. No, he's not one of the people in the country who can say, yeah, they went through the ranks and file of national police or police training. Which school you went to, my friend? Where in the world? So this is it. Gregory is not. Gregory is a man who has benefited from political patronage, right? So as he says there, today, for the first time in the history of Liberia involving rape issue, the police is seeking DNA, core log evidence in alleged rape case involving Deputy Youth and Sport Minister. Gregory said before he applied the law to arrest the man and keep the man in police custody, he won't see the core log. He won't see the DNA result before he can arrest the man. See, when he don't see the one, you're like a general ministry can say the legal rape anyhow that your business. Once the man don't see the DNA result, you see the nonsense in all that.
So the fact is, Abu, this country, for every time actions are taken, we set a new precedent. This unity party government and the police headed by Gregory Coleman are setting, I should say, another precedent that others will want to follow. And Abu, this is where I will have to blame again. I will come back to blame Liberians. Liberians, until we can get serious to stop allowing people like Gregory Coleman to make fool of us in our own country, will continue to be like we are. Recent example is in Nepal. Men like Gregory should not be sitting over there dictating to you the country, how the country should be run. The country should be telling, all Liberians should be telling Gregory what he should do as police inspector because he's being paid from taxpayer money. Now, those nonsense that Gregory is spilling out today, he could not say them, or he would not have said them if they were from those individuals or the individuals involved or the person involved if he were from the opposition. There are several young Liberians men. There are several young Liberian men out there today who are in jail. There are several Liberian men out there today who are behind bar only on accusation of rape or allegation of rape. Those individuals were just accused of rape, and as a result of that, they are behind bar for no reason. Some of them cases in court have not been settled. Some of those individuals, their cases have not even been placed on the docket of the court. But today, it is unfortunate that an official of government, because of his association with the power that be, is been spelled, and justice is being tempered with, and Gregory is trying to defend what he's doing. What is happening is setting another bad
He
precedent.
has no justifiable basis.
And how many Liberians are willing to take to the street and ensure that Gregory can do the right thing? We didn't get that courage. We get so the people here feel like, that one we think, the people feeling that thing. But what the law says about people who are involved into alleged rape or sexual assault or abuse, what the law says about them. That thing Gregory is saying today, he will not say that one picking coming up from the community. That thing Gregory is saying today, he will not say if there's somebody who not get connection to the government, if there's somebody from the opposition. Today, we got lawmakers' son behind bar because he's from the opposition. So Gregory is setting a wrong precedent, and many of you over there are setting your call yourself civil society groupings, pastors, imam council, whatever religious council, whatever it is. You're there, you're call yourself advocates, you're sitting there, wrong things are happening. And you're not saying anything. But you know what you're doing right now? The precedent is being set. The precedent is being set. Tomorrow, if similar thing, God forbid, having to happen and you want to stand up, they will reference you back to what it is like today.
That's correct. Well, let me just give these additional updates so people will understand. Gregory spoke and it's good. So, but before Gregory spoke, we said medical facilities and practitioners are already confirmed, right, that there was penetration. The singular and most reliable basis in the law, right, to determine in a rape case, say penetration just has to be established. That has been done. So by Gregory's action yesterday, it indicate that he basically he does not trust the report from the medical facility. But mind you now, that was conducted by Liberian medical practitioners. The U.S. embassy that is right near us here, right? They have medical institutions here that they allow people to go to when you're going for visa and to do your medical, and they honor this report. So who is Gregory Como to say he will not honor the report and want to demand that it happens his way before he can take action, he can apply the law? This is so annoying to the point where you get so irritated that one man will feel like he is he is above the law and he can detect with the law, especially when it's in cases when there is clear cut politics around it. This is disheartening. Now, beyond that, beyond the fact that medical examinations and the report from there confirm penetration, a key element in establishing rape under our laws. The RG is saying no, he wants DNA result. Who is the RG, by the way? The father of the 14-year-old survivor himself, a senior security officer at the Ministry of Youth and Sport, right, publicly confirmed on numerous occasions that his daughter was assaulted and provided disturbing details. Some of you have listened to some of the recordings that are around here, and we have it. The RG says all of that is not enough. because Brian McGill is their friend. They're all in the marriage shop association, cigar bar association. They're all in the one they can be passing around the small children association. And Mo Ali is the chairman. The Unity Party Small Children Association, Mo Ali is the chairman. Mo. But I don't everybody know. So this is it. The Pape has provided all of that. That alone should have triggered pre-trial detention, since raping or rape of a minor is a non-bailable first-degree felony under Chapter 14 of the Penal Code of Liberia. Mr. Inspector General, how are you reading the laws? So what legal basis do you have in spite of all of the establishment and everything that clearly qualifies under establishing rape for pre-trial detention? Why are you saying there must be DNA that you have to see? I thought those DNA things will go to the court.
But Abu,
When they go to the court.
who is even supposed to be pushing for all of those things? If the police, let be frank here.
Arrest them, man.
Arrest
Put
them,
them in
man.
pre-trial detention.
Why is
draw
not going
up the
question?
charges, send it to court. Then the court or the defendant now, whoever can ask for DNA, go for DNA sample. That means you are going into the merits and demerits of the case. That is the job of the court, not the job of the police inspector general. That's not how our justice system is structured.
Even the police supposed to be demanding for how to call it, should be ensuring that and let's say to be ensuring that a DNA test Abu is conducted, because you can be doing investigation.
And guess what?
I don't know what's
He
really
is
good.
asking the American embassy to do the DNA test.
So he's just putting up all of this bureaucracy.
Thereby signaling that he don't trust, the Liberian medical practitioners. So he's asking, how he's making a case to Lola. So, that send that Brian McGill on a rape case now that U.S. embassy must do DNA test first. Are you the court? Is this how it is supposed to be? Where's the precedent? How come all of us don't see? If nothing has triggered you women to come out, this nonsense from Gregor Como should trigger everything in you to stand out. Because you know what? Your daughter could be victimized by somebody in government, and you will not get anything when you go to the police. Man will say, you must bring all the call log, you bring the DNA, go to the U.S. embassy, do DNA result before he can agree to do anything. Right? Let's forget about, when other people you do that. But the risks, the precedent that's been set is dangerous. And these guys, they are passing around, not because most of the things they can also you. They plenty of, right? Because the country hard, so they're exploiting the children. Francis Akila normally always here. They shove that under the carpet and compromise the people. Then we hear the president say he got put the president on a statement up. Let me send it to you quick so you put it up. Let's see. President.
So yes, this morning we are giving out cash prizes as well, and then you put yourself as part of our back to school bonanza. So you'll not find us talking more about it, but just continue to play your cash level with the code is *255*1# or *255*1# just for 25 cents or 50 Liberian dollars, 25 cents USD or 50 Liberian dollars. Is it already?
Yeah,
or 50 Liberian dollars. You stand a chance right here to win for yourself cash price of between 5,000 to 15,000 here this morning. So it's up to you. *255*1#. And then yes, you stand a chance to receive money right here. We'll be doing our next draw at 8:20. So in 10 minutes or 9 minutes or so, we'll be doing our next draw, and it's up to you. The more you play, the better your chances are to win this morning and put yourself as part of our back to school bonanza, where you could be winning 100,000 as grand prize, 50,000, 25,000, and 10,000, of course. So it's up to you. As we go on this morning, we'll be doing our draw to give you money.
So listen to Gary Kuma. Gary Kuma said in a press conference that we have also called on additional employees, including the deputy minister, for questioning. We have prayed the court for a subpoena of the deputy minister's call log. That call log is a very important part of the investigation because the geolocation analysis will now point to and where he was and whether the allegations can be substantiated. We are waiting for this. I mean, gentlemen, folks, we'll open the phone line and y'all tell us, man, whether this is right. This is anything that's making sense. The man talking about what? Geolocation analysis. That is seeing geolocation analysis, you go pull in a capital assault case now, he passing around his shame. He can't prove one evidence. Whole day you lying, acting like you say geolocation. What is geolocation got to do with raping somebody on a 14-year-old child? So to rape 14-year-old child at geolocation being in our my people, what kind of people here they taking everybody to be fool? Somebody on a child, the man is crying. The hospital has proven it. Then you say, oh, the man will prove geolocation. Right? We are now ordering DNA sampling. Nobody is above the law, but I am asking the public to be patient. There will be a communication sent out to the U.S. Embassy today to help with the foreign DNA testing. Imagine, this is where it gets clear that indeed the police was doing nothing about this McGill case, but because yesterday, right, advocates said that they were going to protest. Because listen to him. The man said, as of yesterday now, as of today, that it was today on yesterday that they were asking for DNA. I thought you should have reported that, oh, this is how far we have gone. Assuming you said you want to do DNA, you should have been telling the country that, oh, we have already ordered or requested an system for DNA sampling, and this is the status of where we are, blah, blah, but you're saying you're just beginning to do those things as of yesterday, when the rape allegation has been around for over a week to 2 weeks. So everything everybody was saying, Gregory had no interest. He cared less, but because people say they want to go protest, that's how he called that useless press conference to spew out gibberish. Everything he spewed has no basis in the law. The minister is currently in the building being questioned. While it is true that he has not been arrested, he is undergoing investigation. Right? The man lied in his scene in the very statement, and he come there to sugarcoat it. You say the man is in the building being questioned, but the man has not been arrested. How did you get the man in the building? The fact is the man was nowhere in the building. Liberians, if you do not stand up quickly, these people are buying time for Bill McGill, for Brian McGill to run away from the country.
I'm very told that he has left.
Okay.
Yeah,
they are buying time for Brian McGill to leave the country. And when he leaves the country, that will be the most dangerous precedent. And a small thing you can play with can bring, because this is clearly indicating that the government is covering this. The government will be the one facilitating Brian McGill to leave the country. And if that happens, this should cause a serious situation in Liberia. A serious situation, because you can't treat other people unfairly like that. We understand Brian is a partisan of the ruling party, but that does not give any reason for the government to shield Brian and abscond him from justice. This is absolutely unacceptable. Everything Gregory and others are trying to do, it is clear. Gregory has clearly exposed his hands in this matter. Yes, we are the one. We are protecting the men because the geo-location survey report, analysis report not can all year. The DNA report not can all year. The call log not can all year.
All these things are being done to manipulate what the outcome will be. Because these people, when you give them a little inch, Abu, trust me, they have the power, they have the mind to play or tamper with results that may come out from whether hospital or wherever. Mm-hmm. So all these things, at times, these guys are buying. Gregory is buying time on behalf of Bill. so they can run with this and be able, so that tomorrow the same thing that your man did. Well, later after everybody forget about the girl thing, how they call
Who your man?
yeah. Then he went and said, "Oh, the DNA report." So after the real DNA report, everybody did everything. The DNA report, everything proved.
So
He
you
left.
tell
He
a
went
man, say,
here.
okay, you do DNA.
So that the same thing he's trying to
So
do.
yeah, wait. It's and say, oh, you do DNA because same way I've been accused of one of them of DNA. Everybody saw it, so you do DNA. And this is nonsense.
The DNA now could be manipulated.
So what the RG is simply saying, Higa, going forward, fellow Liberians, nobody should allow your relative or whoever to get arrested on allegations of rape anymore until the investigations are concluded. So it means, in essence, nobody should allow their relative to get arrested for rape. This is the precedent. This is what the police are saying.
Until all of the results.
They do the investigation. The investigation is established before you can allow your relative, because nobody will accept that nonsense for their own relative to be behind bars in South Beach while investigations are ongoing. But Gregory tells us that no, he has to do DNA investigation. He has to do geolocation analysis, and then you got to do call log. You got to go for the embassy to do this. All those nonsense, right? Nobody will allow their relative to be arrested. Nobody should allow any rape going forward. It means no rape suspect are supposed to be arrested until investigations are conducted and it is established that the person is actually, the doer of the act before you get arrested. Nobody. So how, from nowhere, you just rewrite the rules? You just rewrite the rules from nowhere. Eh? And somebody said this man is a professional law enforcement officer. How a professional law enforcement officer will be selectively applying the law or enforcing the law? Right? How? Where? Where has this ever happened? What is the precedent? Where is the precedent? Right? Every allegations of rape and sexual, harassment that has come out of this government, Gregory has turned a blind eye. Yonto from that same ministry was seen sexually molesting a Liberian lady, right? Another allegation with the Internal Affairs Minister, there was no action taken going forward. A situation of a young man from the APRC or Freeport under this government, no, it was never pursued further because we are told the guy is connected to Mamaka ability. So are we going to have people in the government, right, sexually abusing and harassing our children in this country, and there will be no action taken? But when a layman or some other opposition figure are accused, right, those individuals get arrested and thrown beyond bar. Let it ask some case. Young people who were arrested, it has not even been proven, nothing, right? You coerce them, suppress them, intimidated them, torture them just to lie on other people. You've kept them in South Beach for how many months? Pretty over 6 to 7 months. These people, children, innocent children, are kept behind bar because what? See that law, the pre-trial detention, they will be there while the trial is going on, right? So why that same logic can apply to this Brian McGill case? And if you're just kidnap and take Brian McGill out of this country, Mr. President, your people are playing with fire. You all are playing with fire. We are told that you are making frantic effort to intimidate the family and intimidate the old man. So, but the whole world knows the records are out, the facts are established. We are calling on the partners to join in the call to ask government to do the right thing. Make Brian available and let the man be in detention. That's how we are guaranteed that he will not run away from this country. It is, right, a first degree felony. This man must be in state custody, right? This man must be in police detention, and of course, the trial. I mean, his charges are adjourned, and of course, forwarded to court. Then he can call his lawyer to go there and start arguing. But before that time, he must be in orange jumpsuit in South Beach. This is a unity party a deputy minister, an alleged rapist. We will post it. That one, we will post the man. Right? We nobody said that the man do it, that not the man do it. We don't have the capacity to determine. But the law say if that allegation is made
The
and
person
it
must be
is
behind
established
bar.
that there was penetration, that person can be walking freely and going to cigar bar and doing all kinds of things and preparing travel documents to leave the country. I thought we had a country of law. I thought Baka was passing around here and he said, oh, all kind of things. There's a breakdown in the law. Under your watch, you laying on there in Delaware, you laying on to the hospital in Delaware, and somebody child, yeah. So if you doubting that the child was actually raped, before you're asking for call log to determine geo or location analysis, where you coming from? Rape Bennett bring geolocation analysis. What kind of group of people here? But again, like Hagar said from the get-go, because we've demonstrated that we do not have the resolve to stand up for something. So what is basically going to keep happening here as a culture or as a way of life is that the powerful will suppress you, and then you will just talk, and then you will go sit down. You need to send a signal. Where recently you saw what happened in Nepal. You think those people don't have work to do? You think they are not able to ignore some of the things, right? But they knew it. These people stood up for social media ban. Because the government was imposing ban and restriction on social media, the people said no. That was their right.
Come on, social media.
Social media, their Facebook and TikTok,
the X,
the people
all
want
these
to put
things.
ban on it. The people stood up, right? Have you watched the videos from there? If the people can go that length to signal to the people in power that look, we gave you power to leave. We gave you power to kind of suppress us and deny all our rights and violate our human right and abuse our human dignity, our children, right? The psychological trauma and torture that lady child will live with, and to know that the state failed her, to know that the country called Liberia failed her, it is disturbing. And you have an RG that calls a press conference and justify why he has refused to enforce the law in this instant case. And you all think we're supposed to shut up and you take yellow machine, you go break people place. You say somebody else say, oh, the president. So why are you not enforcing the law? And you can't say you suspend. Is suspension enough? Who cares about your suspension? No, don't suspend the man. Keep the man on the job. But all we say, arrest the man. The man is a rape suspect.
So that for me, Abu, I just think that this is a clear cover up from the president. I don't know who is always advising the president on situation like this. What the president have done is, Mr. President, the only way the public will reduce the stress on the call for the police to
More
arrest
that
is
one you pull
on the call.
Mo Ali and Brian McGill picture. You know, the DNA, the advisor on DNA affairs.
Automatically deleted. So
Right?
So this is a clear cover up from the government because the people the president feel like yes let reduce this or once I suspend this guy, the public attention will be now drawn to the suspension and it will stop the call for his arrest and all of that investigation and all of that. So now they are placing more emphasis now on the president suspension, but it can work with us. Maybe it can fool few people, but not every one of us. By virtue of the president's decision to suspend this guy, he should also be apprehended and be placed behind bar because that's what the laws call for. No common citizen in the country have been accused of rape before that have been out and the police be telling people, say, let that man be outside there. Why the person be going?
That guy in the Echo Benz situation. And later on, post
Yeah.
talking that love affair.
That love affair.
But still, what happened?
He was behind bar. As we speak, he's still behind bar. I know of a guy in my community, a very young man, Abu, just by allegation, just for that guy to be accused, today he's behind bar. His case has not even been looked at by the court. more than 3 years now. He's behind bar. But today, similar allegation that apply to a young man who is behind bar today is being applied to a man who is an official of government. Then the very police under Gregory is telling us, no, that law only applies to people who don't have proximity to the government. They don't have proximity to the presidency. This is a very terrible sign of injustice. This is a very terrible sign that could place our country. I don't know what are the efforts and fight that were done to ensure that our country get admitted to the UNGA, the permanent seat. Abu, this is becoming that effort, that entire fight now is just becoming something I don't know. But our country, when all of these things are happening, and somebody say the country, every country, any country any country that you go to and you notice injustices always on the rise, that country is never safe. Once you notice that injustice is always on the rise in that country, it is never safe. Like in the case of our country, Liberia, where citizens are now beginning to understand that we got no other option around.
Absolutely.
This is a point that Liberians could one day get angry and start taking to the street. 10 person will start up in a community. If you come to yourself, the entire street get crowded and things start going astray. It had happened in countries before.
Be taking the people calmness for
It has happened
weakness.
before in other countries. So Liberia could be of no exception. Liberians, for me, I know whether it is because of the war that we experience. Liberians have fear, they're still living with that fear. But until we can forget about that, oh, our country is there enjoying fragile peace. No, Liberia peace is no longer fragile. The first, second, third, fourth, fifth, maybe 10th year after, we can say yes, fragile peace. But how many years we're talking about here now?
No, but
so they will continue to ride on that fragile peace, and continue to insult, disrespect the laws, insult Liberians in their faces. Abu, look, just quickly, only thing about the US raid yesterday, Abu, it was a terrible scene for me. I went to do some transaction around the Dupotu Inn. And then when I went, this Nigerian shop, it's a store like stuff, but not too. The guy, everything I went to purchase was in US. So I thought to pay him from mobile money. So I asked him in Liberty, what would be the exact fee in Liberty? The guy said 200 is the rate. So I told him, I said, why 200? Then I tried to show him the Central Bank of Liberia rate. He said that one is for your government officials. If your government can tell me that they got press control, this is my shop. I said, but your shop is in a country that is guarded by rules and principle. He said your government get press control. In fact, if they got press control, they can't do anything they want to do. This is how people are insulting us in our country. Only because all of these people that are doing it to us, they got connection to the power that be. That is what's happening now. Brian McGill is free. He's walking out. Brian can wake up in the morning, drink a coffee. He can wake up and do whatever Brian. In fact, Brian won't do anything in there, he can do it.
So let me just add, you know, the thing about rape is something that can come to anybody and anybody can get affected. And the reason why you see people are afraid because they know that the government takes it very seriously. But when it comes a time where you see the government that should be setting the biggest deterrence for this crime is for the most part taking action to compensate the commission of the crime, then we are headed for serious trouble. when the government of the day focuses its attention more on going after critical voices, politicians, and forget the basics, it's dangerous. When there are matters relating to political figures or critics, you go all out. You flout the laws. You go beyond your bounds as police officers. You take power into your hands. As Gregory Cuomo, you do all of that. You abuse people right because you want to show strength to that political opponent. But mind you, this is happening in a government where the biggest referral hospital is going out of electricity. Last night there was total darkness at JFK. Do you know how many human beings died there? You know how many people are on oxygen? The government don't care about ensuring that JFK is running 24 hours and that these kinds of terrible negligence don't happen and the plane goes out of current frequently. It has become a regular thing, right? And that when people are under critical care, the current will go out and some will die. You have a wicked government that's not focused on the people, but they're focused on political opponents, settling score with their rivals, ensuring that CDC don't come to power. This is so petty. This is so mediocre to the point where you're wondering how is this country going to move from stage one to the other when governance is not tailored around addressing the social services or the basic needs of the people and the developmental agenda of the country when focus are not on those ones. When people are acting on issues, anything you hear them talking about, they got kicked back around that. This is dangerous. This is terrible. And then you tell me that you not take action. Well, let's wait and see whether you are going to sit down and say, "Oh, okay, the president has suspended man." It's not enough. If you try it, look, me, I know where the country is going and people are angry. If this case, you do the case like this, any other subsequent rape cases where people are being accused, they will not be arrested. People will resist arrest. People will resist arrest and they will justify it by what Gregory Cuomo have done in the case with Brian McGill. Right? So we come and take course on this one, but let's listen to this children. You know, people singing song now. It's important. There's a song I listen to with the children, and you know, say why I'm gonna be born in Liberia. So with this kind of thing that Gregor Como is doing, this is what that develop or builds the sentiment in people. You start to question why you have to be born in Liberia because how is it things are not going normal? Things are not the way things are going on. It's terrible. It's sickening. So you see the young children singing these things now. So nationalism and patriotism is dying as a result of selfish leader, the application of the law, right? So when you feel like you are not enjoying the kind of privilege, the rights and protection in your own country, you're wondering. This is it.
And the want the people that benefit nothing, you are just breaking.
I wanted
to make sure that we're point of view. Why my people in the world? Why? Your better will stay with it. We are with no that Joseph Braga will not see it. Why? Just feeling the team was doing what's right, but now they go to that bullshit. Why? Why am I point of view? Why? Why my people in the why am I point of view? Why am I point of view? Why am I point of view? That I get in the court when nothing was saying, I like real people the court. When we out there, I lead you out okay, but now I'm no food with a horse. So that we're gonna carry on me, so that we're gonna stay on the key of the deal. They just feel the police, we are the people that innocent soul. So that we're gonna hold your own part in the paper.
What a lie now. Because all they're doing, they think they're punishing CDC or Georgia and think by the end of the day, the labyrinth post suffering. The ordinary post suffering. You see, that late child at age 14 gets raped by a senior government official, and the government gang up to protect the man and are planning to fly the man out of the country. So how that lady girl will live her life in this country, believing and trusting and loving Liberia? How is she? How is she? How does the president feel about this? You all, how do you all feel about this? That under your watch, you are about to feel a small leg Liberian baby. You're about to feel her. That she's going to live with that mental disturbance all through her life.
She's going to live knowing that once you are not connected to the power that be, anything that happen against you, the government not get interest in it. So she's going to live with the understanding that this country, I must be connected to the president or the government, and anything I do, I'll go free. And she's going to be a victim, a living victim and testimony to why Liberians continue to cry.
Why? Better we stay with it. We are know that the Joseph Braga will not see it. Why? Just thinking the team was doing what's right, but now they come to that bullshit. Why? Why am I going up here? Why? Why am I people there? Why am I going up here? Why am I going up here? Why am I going up here? Then I get in the court when nothing to say. Like real people the court. When we out there, I lead you out okay, but now no food to your horse. So that boy can carry me shot that we get but still don't care to kill. They just feel the police we are the people that innocent soul. So that boy can hold your own part in the paper that still don't people all up in it. They way back here, but Jamaica Penny. So that boy can roll the paper and steal your way for the paper that chicken roll. And the end one the people that benefit nothing, you are just breaking on post. My anytime you are read. But what he looking for all in the politics, why he just say by the team? You are lying out there and bring food, but now he come here soon. They want to be there, one dress.
Okay. Here, guys, this is it. I mean, these are, I think, 15, 16 years old kids. This is how, the way you are feeling the country, this is how it's moved. So if you think Liberians don't know, and this is why everybody clap for free, because you know what? We will conscientize and educate our people daily on everything that's happening. We will not lie on you, but every bad thing, every terrible thing you're doing will expose everything. So that whole total energy thing, when we're to talk about it, we'll take our time, we'll go behind it because we know the devil is always in the detail. So we'll take our time, we'll go behind it. As soon as we find the Joseph Barker family connection, and then we're ready to talk about it. You'll be passing around, as soon as people do PR thing, you'll be jumping, the criminals can do things over hidden agenda. But let's take us on this rape thing and see there's a new standard about rape in the country now. The police RG say when you're accused of rape, the police can arrest you, tell them say, no, I can be arrested. Please
see, all DNA. Of those things are done.
Please go do DNA result. You come, you show me the DNA result, then I can follow your nonsense.
So *255*1#, *255*1# as well as the code. Right here, we'll be doing our draw at 8:45. Good morning.
Yeah, Abu, good morning to you guys.
Good morning, boss.
Yeah, I call for Bars with District 11 precisely. Okay. Again and again, I want to commend you guys for a strong profession, blessing of having the life in the profession. Most all of the ills, most especially when it comes to this issue, I'm completely happening and disturbed by this situation because as a country we claim to be funded on a Christian foundation.
Okay, so it's been confirmed that the ruling in the Ashton case has been postponed to next week.
And today we have a who is in power.
Your line is bad. We are sorry. I'm not sure. We gotta take somebody else. The line is bad.
Yeah, there are efforts and tricks. There are plenty tricks. That's why when I listen to the clip of the director, it's a very cunning guy, and that is criminal in nature. You know, what is investigation?
Okay, all right. *255*1#. Let's talk to another person. 0776104104 The WhatsApp line is as well active. +231 886 500 104. Let's talk to this person. Morning. Hello.
Morning. Morning.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, we got him. You ready for it? He got him one of my coffee. They're accusing of rape. That means went straight to jail. That means we took that man straight to jail. But for Greg to tell me, the Asian American about the DNA. Okay, when you accuse why you tell American people to DNA? Or fingerprint, why you fight them? Let me tell you, everything what Greg say, for now, me, I know that. I just go say Greg. And I'm not talking about everything what Greg or what it makes no sense.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
All right.
Good morning. Good morning. You're holding the line. Okay, this person is not ready. Let's take it on.
Okay, let's talk to this person. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Go ahead, you live.
Thank you. This is Washington Soap. I come from Disneyville.
Go ahead, Washington.
I don't know whether this is to destroy our country because you can't play with the law this way. The people right for this, they can sell people behind bar that they know waiting for investigation before they can be arrested for rape. So why the police director is why the military people are destroying our country? This is very bad, very bad. Why you get the man run away? You let the man to be free passing. Why you get the man you'll be born getting in your escape?
Okay. Thank you. Let's talk to this person from the international line. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu and Hager.
Morning.
Thank you guys for, putting pressure on the Liberian government to do the right thing. Look, it is disheartening to listen to somebody who the core police director of a country making no kind of reckless statement, talking as if he's a prosecutor or he's a defense lawyer for the perpetrator of the crime.
How you be the one saying you want?
I just listened to the man tape. A moment ago on Bossie's show. Look at kind of reckless statement the man talking. In the United States, even your wife that with you in the house or girlfriend, when she takes your phone and call 911 that you rape her, when the police show up at your house, you'll be taken in handcuffs. They will process you immediately and send you to court.
Correct.
It is a court that you will go and you will go exonerate yourself or you be convicted and sentenced. There was a Liberian guy here from Harbel, because I live in Harbel, we all came from Harbel. In New Jersey, Capital City, Trenton.
Mm-hmm.
His wife, little sister that he raised. He raped the little girl because his wife was working all night. He raped the little girl. Her older sister was sick. I work in the morning, the little girl woke up crying, went to the Spanish people who were their neighbors. The Spanish people called 911. When they came, they took that man straight into handcuffs. And one thing you just said about the rape, penetration should just be established.
Mm-hmm.
That man was prosecuted. They jailed that man in America. They convicted him. They jailed him in America for 5 years. After 5 years, they deported him, that man in Abel right now. When the woman call and even call on you that you sexually harass or police show up that you are arrested immediately, processed and sent to court immediately. You will not spend 24 hours. Nothing in that particular moment. You'll be processed and sent to court. It is a court that you will go free yourself or you'll be convicted.
Mm-hmm.
And they fool in Liberia called Gregory Coma. I listened to police say we're treating in America. America, where in America police can conduct a territory like that? A man of 14-year-old girl, a man of child that I've seen the video footage from the CCTV camera, and they must stay passing around. Gregory Coma protecting him, and they call him police director in Liberia. And saying now opening a wild mouth talking that he know plenty or he's a lawyer. Did he listen to Councilor Tiago Congo? Councillor Tiago Gongo issued statement yesterday. Did you listen to him? He said he's a law teacher. He teaches criminal justice at the police academy, and he gave all the law professors of the case.
Mm-hmm.
Then they fool saying not talking nonsense. That he's a lawyer.
All right.
Asking for DNA, asking for proof.
All
What
right.
proof do you want?
All right. Thank you.
So we'll start from you.
So my name is Anthony Alon Ebenezer Arizona, and the team leader for the legal team.
And the investigation is still ongoing. Yesterday, the entire group, at first the police went there to review the footage. Yesterday, this entire party went in, reconstructed the crime scene, came back today for us to be. We've been here since this morning, going back and forth doing analysis, calling the victim back in to speak to her. So we just picked up some new pieces of information from the victim. A further investigation with all on additional.
How is all of this part of your job, Mr. Argy? Right? These are all intimidation strategies. So they will keep carrying a little girl back and forth
putting things in her ear.
Because she's a minor, intimidating her until she will say some conflicting things and all that. This is not your job. Please send this thing to the court.
Upton Pew, morning.
Nonsense, man.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is a clear manifestation that it's envy and jealousy led us to where we are today. Because those so-called people who thought that George Weah was the best option for Liberia at the time choose to bring anything to us just to get Joey out of our body politics, right? And now we got the anything. Joseph Bola is the anything. I can tell you for free, I will right here that if you are a member of your house, right, and you're not participating in the everyday activity of the house, your children will do anything they want to do in the house, and at the end of the day, people will think that you are the one giving them the privilege, the leverage to do so. But the honest truth is that Joseph Bola was just a thing that he put big because he was the most popular among the top.
No, but that case doesn't apply to Joseph Bola. In this case, everything that's happening in this country, Joseph Bola is the one that gave instruction to all. Even that thing Kerry Kuma was saying, Bola knows about everything.
No. One thing I say, I'm not sure. Right? I'm not sure. Right? I always told people, when in Liberia, people see academic as a prerequisite for co-leadership. No. Academic is not a prerequisite for co-leadership.
All right.
Prerequisite for co-leadership is academic. So for that, you don't have the board, the control to join in.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's take more.
For youth and sport, including deputy ministers as well, to come in for us to speak with them. We've prayed the court for a subpoena of the poor law of the deputy minister.
Pray the court for subpoena in what capacity? As the defense lawyer or the prosecution? So I mean,
what lawyers will go do.
Yeah, someone made me understand. So you pretty cool. Are you a party to the case now? So I mean, as what now? Are you part of the prosecution team that the government has set up? Right? Then you are praying the judge. But has the matter reached that level? Right? Have you even taken this matter to the court before you're asking to subpoena this, to subpoena that? I don't get it. I'm not understanding plenty things.
The guy is just trying to be like he's too educated, so he feel he can fool Liberians.
Morning.
Michael Kidman was calling.
Good morning, my dear brother Abu.
Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
And good morning to also Ega. Thanks to you guys for the brilliant what you guys always do for our beloved country, and Almighty God bless your beloved family.
Amen.
For the recognition for the public, I'm Pokat Robert, and I joined you this morning for our unknown destinations. You know, Abu said it, you and Ega said it very emphatically and categorically that if Kweke see that the way they are fooled, that how the Liberian people are fooled, they are dreaming. That thing you can't wait. Yesterday say you are trying to cover up. Kweke just disgrace yourself publicly. You know, number one, once they say rape, capital R-A-P-E, the individual you have been in your custody. When you But see if it happen. Brian Matthew, the alleged rapist, have been masquerading the corridor freely on an acquisition. I call it a pussy on an acquisition. Why the facing the ETS? Now why you call it education? Then they get all shifo, tabula rasa man. Change the happen. Matthew have been taking a seat. Like yesterday now he killed up because of shit. Why the people coming out with anger and he say he's suspending. But I don't beat tabula rasa by indefinite. Because our body is a serious environment that is to our country, to the water. This is happening. The first of all, suspend the man. Because number one, it have a serious effect to your regime. But prayer will see fellow, the program was small is a rapist. The rapper is there, we got evidence that the program have raped before. So why you see protecting a fair rapist? And so that conclude. To conclude, you can even count like your man. Come on up, Mr. Parker, you are daydreaming.
Okay.
You and your
all right. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, the caller has gone.
Let's talk to this person from this side. I want us to do a draw. Let's talk to just a few callers. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Today should be the birthday of the building committee chair of the CDC.
Yeah, Councillor
Kufa.
Good morning. Good morning.
CC, walk away from the radio.
So I thought that because
you getting me clear?
Yeah, we're getting you clear. Thank you for the Pambada rest. Good morning, Masisi.
Go ahead, Masisi, you live.
Okay, thank you. No, Abu, you set it off. Now, just now, for 51 on 315, just now. I'm dispensing on it. No, let's see about we are getting to know why you move here. You say you are taking everything, all my tendency into place for the people to be there. You are bringing everything, you are watching it, you're giving the way ought to be. No, the thing that happened, the footage is out there. I want to say, come on, get it, come on. What's up? Looking for evidence all over the place. The evidence is there before your eyes. They forget it, come on, it's there. So, and it's not sitting there, it's there,
But the message he won't do DNA test first.
Okay, so I will tell you things about DNA test, but I will show you in the community park, in the South Plan, or you want to go to the pastor that in the hotel, they knew a form of raping. So they become bad. You need to evidence after you walk on the paper. The police will ask and you can't respond to the Biaba. So then you are telling up. You saw how they're feeling when you drive on and they get crying. You hear it on video. And you still tell them, but you need evidence. You say you need evidence. Oh, my brother, when I'm doing the report to a bar, and I was going to explain the different job for them with a camera, and you are putting over the film, man, what was PhD? What was PhD? Telling that one of them leave, and they taking leave. So you don't want to be for calling for questioning. It makes it peace that every morning, right? What if you get it today? Talking about you want evidence, what evidence you want. So what evidence you want? When they come all your work, they put a very big, you might have to have you might have he's very open today. You have brought in that all this power. So they tell you about you want evidence. Not poor because they are poor, we don't get nothing. So we hope you will come and say, for you. And you think what's going on, you will see me and leave you. And you have what you do for the first thing, God will punish you, God will scat you dead.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. 3 more calls, and then we can
start off with
else.
that with our man David King. David, morning.
Yeah, morning. Morning, my brother Abu.
Morning.
You see, this thing about rape, I don't think in Joseph Border government anything to take serious. Because from the time Brian raped the little man, in fact, Brian's a pedophile, just like Mo Ali. The guy don't go out with a equal body look for people, smoke more children, and be sleeping with them. And no wonder why Mo Ali were, one of the mediators between the girl father and that of Brian, because Mo is a renter to Brian Mangay. He's a tenant to Brian.
Go ahead, make your point.
So when they do the bad thing and people talking about it, I just surprised to well as something else, talking about the police have to investigate, they have to, so you know all these things. When the CDC took that case to the court, the court allowed them that appeal that very day about 4 a.m. The next day you were at CDC headquarters, demoliting the headquarters, you carry demolition there. When you knew that you're supposed to carry on investigation before you can take action.
Okay.
So you never do that.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you very much.
let's talk to.
When it comes to rape, then you talking no kind of nonsense.
All right, let's talk to Alaska P. Alaska, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, hey guys. Good morning, Abu. I joined you this afternoon from India. So, quickly to the issue, right? It is just saddening that in Liberia now the law has been selected when it comes to your position in government. Since this alleged issue of a rape out, the government have been silent and the public have been pushing. And it is just now that the president quote unquote is showboating as it is suspending member his position. So this is the case. If that person, if the guy who did it was in a government official by 9 things is beyond bad and his case is being looked into. But because of the presumptive government, they are treating him with special care. I think these things should be happening in our society. So we are calling the government to ask people so that these type of children can come to light, because rape is a non-believable crime in Liberia. So we should be doing selective justice when it comes to the presumptive government. So thank you for the time this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's talk to this person. Morning.
That's the final call.
Good morning, Abu and you guys.
Morning.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much, but that means not in country again. But security down I call my name, but that means not in country again. Thank you.
Thank you very kindly.
Thank you.
So this is it. And we are getting a lot of signals right now. I was on my phone. We're getting a lot of signals. And they are pointing to the fact that the government has facilitated Brian McGill leaving the country. And if these are true, these are very terrible moments for Liberia. These are reminiscence of the moments that saw Liberia plunged into several years of chaos and decadence. To see that we are in a democratic era, and then the government of the day will be flagrantly violating and abusing the rights of human beings and violating their human dignity and abusing power, using power to suppress the law and using power to protect their clique. The few of them that are in power or associated, these are dangerous precedents. Very terrible precedent. If it is established and it is true that the government has facilitated Brian McGill to leave the country, these are moments where the people should stand up. Stand up for themselves, stand up for their children, stand up for their women, their sisters. Liberians cannot stand up in these moments to send a signal to the Joseph Boakai government that, look, we give you power to lead. We did not give you power to abuse our rights. We did not give you power to rape our women. We did not give you power to come here and abuse our kids, our babies. That was not what we gave you power for. We gave you power because we promised you're going to rescue us. You're going to ensure that our rights are protected, that we are secure, that we live freely and move about freely. Our children are protected. The president, since you came, you're feeling on power. This is not the first instance of rape allegations levied against senior officials of your government. Even your nephew, who's the Minister of Internal Affairs, stands accused. What did you do? Zero. And the victim is out there. Another deputy minister seen in video molesting a Liberian lady, using his power and privilege to abuse the dignity of our Liberian sisters, girls, and daughters. Nothing is happening. No deterrent action is taken. Mr. President, was this the country you promised? Or it is all right once the person is associated with the government or the ruling establishment. But then it becomes wrong when the person is a critic. Every day you're looking for la story uncritical voices to deem their voices. The country is headed in a dangerous way. When Liberians went to war, they did not go to war merely because rice and all that. Rice was used as a representation of the abuses, the suffering, the discrimination, the harassment, intimidation, and brutalization that were going on by the powerful elite. These were the vases. What do we see today? A repetition of all those vases. Tribalism, nepotism, favoritism, corruption, rape, torture, right? You look at somebody on a child because you want them to say something and they're not saying it. The guy gets tortured, electrocuted. Electrocuted in the government that came to rescue the people. And we are talking electrocution, right? We're talking electrocution. Is this, have Liberia turned to Russia or China? Where you're going to be using coercion? Sodomy and all we're talking about now to get people, you're sodomizing people. Look at the police, what the police have turned to. Look at the NSA. What is all that? And everybody thinks it's okay, it's normal. When people can stand up and send a message to their government for just an attempt to ban social media, for just an attempt to impose tariff, additional tariff in Kenya, for example. What about your dignity being abused? And with one-time attempt by the state to suppress and cover that. And you all think, look, sit down, you fold your hands. All the small abuses that be happening to your children, they turn you on your own. This is dangerous. So you know what other people, the country is becoming unsafe, right? Mm-hmm. The country is becoming terribly unsafe because if you can't live in a country where you think your children will be protected, at least there's a law, there's a state prepared to set deterrence and things and all of those things, right? So how safe are you? These so-called ministers are all over the place. You send your child somewhere, yeah, catch violence, child go to an entertainment place, they're there. Who knows what they do to the children? And you think this is not a moment. We're not interested in Brian being suspended. We're interested in Brian being prosecuted, arrested, and treated just as every other rape suspects have been treated. That is a demonstration of fairness. Do I trust that the president will do that? A man who sleeps his life, sleeps his sins. Do I trust he will do that? No. The only thing that makes sense to that man is partisanship and tribalism. Not even the rape of minors in his country and under his watch as president. Look at the rape stats. The statistics, right, on rape since Baka became president. Just in under 1 year, the last time we had Tatos Pakala here, right? Tatos was briefing us. What has the government done about these things, right? What has the government done? Absolutely nothing. Our children we send them to school, we are afraid. Last year alone, just in 10 months, January to October, 2,700 rape cases were reported. Just in 10 months, 2,700 rape cases were reported. Did we require DNA testing for all of those cases? No.
Many of them are.
So why
all
are
of them,
we
in fact,
requesting DNA for a senior government official? Don't you see the unfair nature of that? Do you feel safe and protected in your country? Just in 10 months, 2,700 are bring status here any moment to give us latest update every day. Liberian children are getting raped, and raped, and the president and the government doing nothing about it, right? Let's take a short break and then we'll transition.
Fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo.
Freedom fighter, you're raping our women. Freedom fighter, in 10 months, you rape over 2,700 to 3,000 Liberian girls. You have pedophiles in your government. Pedophiles, known, notorious. You appoint them, give them public office, senior public office. People who are known as rapists of small children, minors. They're known, their records are there. Undignified character, you give them senior governmental roles. What message are you sending out there? Oh, that you can be a rapist today, tomorrow Liberia will reward you, protect you. Right? You can be a rapist today, tomorrow Liberia will reward you, make you minister. What kind of president did this? Let's give out some money and then we can talk other issues. It's been confirmed that the ruling that was set for today has been postponed
to next Wednesday.
To next week.
So let's give money to at least we'll be doing it. We got three. Okay. We got three, but hoping that we can try to give money out here to somebody. So the code is star 255 *1# for those using the button phone, and then star 255 *1# for those of you using.
And this one is just coming in. The National Elections Commission website is reportedly shut down.
Okay.
The National Elections Commission website is reportedly shut down for what?
Maybe it's not paid.
Due to unpaid or failure to pay the provider, the service provider. So the poor get very say, okay, say you won't pay our money, we'll shut it down. Remember the other day, somebody went and put a lock there, right?
The code.
And just the other day, the code.
Mm-hmm.
Another person they were owing. Another day, somebody went and put a lock to PCC office.
Yeah.
Right? So under your watch, they're locking places. JFK places. Going out of current. People are dying.
And these are places that are generating money.
And you say you are leading.
PCC and all of that.
And you say you are leading, you're running the country.
This person will have to pick at this final try. If not, then we. That's why you see this time we just decided to be doing the code. We just decided to be giving the money at the climax of the program because many of you will now want to pick.
And if you don't want to move next building for instance, I say, all right, well, that won't turn. No, won't wait. Just go to the office.
So star 255 *1# for those using the button phone, and then star 255 *1# for those using the smartphone. For just $50 LD for 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents USD, you stand a chance to receive up to 15,000 Liberian dollars. The next draw will be done at 9:20. In fact, 9:20. This person hasn't picked, so maybe because of time, we just have to wait. We could call another person. At least we could call another person, but I'm sure we can just continue.
So one rescue, say Washington Luke wrote, say 2 years ago today, my wife left my kids and our home and jumped in the ring for JMB. Today, JMB children choose friendship over her degree. Don't stress yourself, love. 2029 is right around the corner.
No, at least for him, he's more. I will let's be frank. For him, he's more saver, and he's somebody who
But you come in scared as a
who
low.
is tolerant. But I know relationship that broke during the campaign because the partners decided to go their separate ways politically. So that is why it is. But at least, yeah, we can see to like he said, 2029 is right at hand, and 2029 is going to be another opportunity to decide as to whether again, because mind you, Abu, these guys will be coming last minute to time around 2027, 2028. They are going to be coming to fool those who they have disappointed. So they will come back, they start calling you again to go, to come back around the table and all of that. Yes, and that's how they will fool many of you. You'll go back to them, go for you, give them another 6 year, God forbid, then they start treating you. But you have to open your eyes and know that these things
A
will
student
come.
leader, a friend of of a lot of us, Fanny Jersey, was once accused of rape in this country. And nobody, everybody can go. Fanny got arrested, sent to the Monroe Central Prison without anything. He was just taken there. There was no day anybody asked for DNA testing result. So why is Gregory asking this one? The fact that just saying there will be DNA result alone, that is annoying. People should just go for that burger and tell him where he's coming from. So other people that been going to jail, so their own life not matter. That cigar friendship business, eh? That cigar friendship business, you can't say DNA result. But look, the president will protect the man. Like when he didn't get a job to Gregory Kumo, that Waka give it up. Everywhere is breaking down. You go to CBL, they don't even know what they're doing. No here, no there. Right? They take the $11 dollar, they hiding it, they're giving it to United Party people, right? To be stealing and doing exchange rate stealing. Then you ask them, oh, what are they? They say, because they seem to can't tell to explain full details so Liberians will know that they have done their own mop up exercise too. So they don't want to say that because they're using another phraseology. Fellow Liberians, the time is now 2029. How many more charges will get raped between now to 2029? We're even hearing that and you know the fire service trucks that were brought in, those small Mamadi trucks now, what they brought in, the printed and put fire service color on. The Baka government renting it. They renting the government truck then to private businesses, companies. Ah, government fire service truck, you're brought in the country, you're renting it out. Hmm? You don't hear nothing yet. You will hear plenty. You will hear plenty. So where all the money now going? You bring a fire service truck, people homes getting burned. You take the truck and you send it out in the bush. You rent it. The same way you're renting government property, government trucks, government fire service car. You're renting it. So how many children? How many 14-year-old will get raped between now to 2029? Just sit and imagine. How many children will get raped between now to 2029? If 10 more is recording 2,700. So let's say 3,000 each year. 3,000 rape. It can be more than that, but let's just say 3,000. Hmm? We're talking about around 18,000 young children. And more early than Brian Mangillen will rape in a town. Hmm? Oh yeah, because you're giving the rapist BB job, giving them BB job, and the police protecting them and saying the men can go and do their thing. One DNA result, can all you forget it. They on their own, they free, they can operate. This is bad preaching of running country here. You will not be in power forever, even if you get 12 years. Even if you extend 12 years to 18, one day you will leave. The country will remain. But that terrible precedent will be there. And this is what we have to act to protect and prevent. We can't allow a few people come here and bastardize everything and leave the country in complete anarchy, oblivion, and turn their backs. Because the moment these buggers are losing election, they will get on the next flight and they'll be out of this country and sitting somewhere and instigating chaos and terrorism, just like they did 6 years ago. The very fools lost election 2017 and they took their foolish heads out of this place and they were sitting somewhere and instigating terrorism. That's what they were doing. So they won election, they came back, they're back here again, and what they're doing, they're raping the children, the small children they left behind. They're raping them. They're raping. That's what the government people doing. They're raping. Huh? They're raping the girls and sodomizing the boys. Raping the girls and sodomizing the boys. That's what they're doing. But anyway, one day, this thing will be over. One fine day, this thing will be over. One fine day. Several sources are confirming that Brian has left the country. That the deputy minister has left the country. So you see, the president is part of this thing. If it is established that Brian has left the country, that means the president knows about it. So why did the president waited the suspension until Brian leaves the country? Waka has failed all of you women. Waka has failed all of you mothers. Or is it because the child is a daughter of a security man, a watchman? So because the little child is a father, is a daughter of a watchman. So the watchman, the security man, the civil servant daughter gets raped by a deputy minister, and the president sat there, allowed the man to run away from the country before he issued a cover-up showboating suspension letter. He got.
It's actually terrible. I will ask if the information that we are gathering about Brian's departure from Liberia is actually true, then I think this government is again seeking the wrath of God, because you cannot use power to suppress the ordinary people. That is one thing that God Himself is against. You cannot sit and allow somebody who perpetrated allegedly heinous crimes against someone's child, the future of a family.
Okay, okay. So I'm being told reliably that he's not, but apparently efforts are being made. But he stay here. That's what we are saying. If he should not leave.
So at this point
he
now,
should not leave.
And I'm seriously disappointed, Abu. You and I have been the only two individuals, or maybe our platform here, or maybe other subsequent platform that come after, have been the only platform talking about this issue about rape. Freedom FM has been the only station.
But we the ones.
Civil society organizations are there.
All the other people now said that. So
Imam Council here in our country, religious community, pastoral network, or Christian council or what thing, all those groupings are in this country. They are saying nothing about this. This is a very serious crime that warrant every well-meaning Liberian, every society, every organization that is speaking or talking about decency in society, or speaking about morality in society, should be speaking in this kind of situation. Abu, it is terrible that women groupings are no longer around. The ones that we saw before protesting, they are no longer around. Where are they? Where have they gone to? Oh, is it because it is now in your government as you claim? Is it because that your government official now, so you protecting a particular individual over the future of another child because maybe you feel that that person family don't have it? And so all these delays are being done because they want to bar the results. They want to continue to. What's happening now is, as this delayed title is being played, now there are conversations going behind the scene to ensure that the family can calm the pressure down, avoid every engagement with the public, and make this thing so that they can reconcile this behind closed doors.
But guess what? Rape is not family issue. That's crime against the state. So you can talk behind the scene and all that. The fact that it has come out, the state has to take, and that's what we're demanding. We're not asking. You see, anybody calling the family name, we're saying the state should take charge. The state must do what it ought to do in keeping with the law, right? So on the whole issue about the women and all these women, so like we said many times, it's almost established that a lot of these women were Unity Party agents acting under the guise or disguised as activists and advocates for women rights and all of that. So if that is established, if that's anything to go by, now what stop quote unquote CDC women, ANC women, right, for standing up? So where are the CDC women too? Don't we have CDC women that are equally educated, that has the capacity to buy and wear black t-shirts to also stand up for other young girls that are being abused, right? So either way, all of the women are abandoning not only those who protested then. Okay, if those who protested then were Unity Party women, quote unquote, and okay, we agree, and they're refusing to protest now because, so are they the only people that are supposed to stand up for women's right? So where are the CDC women? CDC has a lot of women in the government, for example, and other places. Okay, so can't you wear black? We're talking about a young lady here too. Okay, are you waiting? Okay, yes, we understand for moral and inconsistency's sake, we will expect to validate clearly that these people, so they have clearly told us that they are not independent advocates as they claimed then. Rather, they were acting for the Unity Party. But the menace they stood against, these menace they continue. And in fact, it's continuing at a larger scale now under Unity Party and Mr. Boakai. In fact, government officials are the one involved. Senior government officials doing content meet. That's when they can be raping the poor small girls, children. Your small children, where you can get cold water and banana to be selling around the place. Waka officials are going after all of the small children. They're going after all of the small children. This is it. That's why you see all of them protecting Brian, because if we say that we allow Brian to go, when it comes to us, then we'll have to go. So let's protect Brian and protect the fraternity of governmental rapists. That's exactly what they are protecting. And who's supposed to stand? You, the women, supposed to stand. Okay, ANC women, CMC women, CDC women. So you're not Liberian women too. You can't stand up. Oh, you're too civilized to stand up, right? You're too civilized to stand up, and this is nonsense. You all are doing nonsense. Stand up too. Organize. You have the capacity. You have the education. You're aware. And we're talking about a law being violated. We're talking about the state acting to compromise a rape of a minor. That's what we are saying. Should we wait for AFL leadership? Should we wait for them? When they were talking then and they're not talking now, probably they've decided to compromise because that they're own friend in power, that they're own people in power, so they're not talking. So what's stopping you from talking? Don't we have CDC women that are lawyers, right? Don't we have it? Okay, let's say you don't want to wear the black to come out. What's your writing? Where are your writings? Where are your writings? Where can we find your writings? We want to read. Aren't you part of the women voices in the country? Aren't you? So this nonsense has to stop also. Right? Other people feel they can go and sit down in their comfort zone, they relax themselves, and other people and then at the end of the day, they want to come here and grandstand. This is nonsense. Speak out. We're speaking against violations. We're speaking against human rights abuses. Speak out. Right? And you come here and start showing yourself. Where is the Mamesi Kaba? Where is the Memina Ka? Haven't you strong women voices, advocates, right? So as people are calling, oh, should you wait? Are you sitting, folding your hands too? You want AFL people and the other Unity Party, quote unquote, Unity Party girls to come out and speak? Aren't you as educated as they are? So speak out, right? Not necessarily in your party position. Care less, right? Stand in your women advocacy form. You're a woman, you know the pain that it comes with. That lady child from 14 years old. Anywhere she passed, right? But these guys in power have their children out of the country. And if you're surprised the case, God will just make it other keeping your children and wherever they are. And you know, God has the power to do it. Your children, you can visit, oh, you're not protect your children, you're killing that. They American beginner working go smoke crack, it will just grab your children and rape them as a payback. Because on the thing they can wait for judgment day, so God can just do it sooner away. You just grab your own children and rape them. But the only thing is, on that side, when they rape your children, justice will be served. But when you rape the people children here, they say, oh, can't do justice. One police director say, you know, we gotta do the DNA for them, do the area location survey analysis and do all kind of things that he's talking. What kind of country is this? Folks, let's leave that. Let's go to students' right. You know, recently, Higa, the University of Liberia, through its Board of Trustees, met and they took a decision to suspend student politics on the university campus. And this has met mixed reactions. There are other people who believe that it's good. And there are many people who think that this is suppressing dissent. This is trying to micromanage. This is an attempt to micromanage. So I have the statement. I'm going to send it to you. Then probably you can share it on the page. Right? This is an attempt to micromanage, and you know, the students, and of course, critical views that stands to expose ills in society at every level. So as much as we can talk about the way in which they go about it, but we all know student politics and student activism has been a traditional part of studies, at the University of Liberia, and this did as far back, and they have always stood in the gap. Yeah, it's gone. Maybe it's still loading. Right. It did as far back as the 70s, when you have leaders in this town, right? When you have leaders in this town, like the former senator of River G, right? Commander Wise, that all play, acted, and did student activism and got known for these things. So today the question is, why are you putting a suspension? This is the statement. The Board of Trustees of the University of Liberia has reviewed the recent incident of violence on the Capitol Hill and Fender campuses. As a result, the Board of Trustees, the board reaffirms its decision of 2024 to suspend all student political activities on campus. So they took the decision in 2024. So they're reaffirming that. They were reaffirming it on the 12th of September. So the decision is due to ongoing disruption, blah, 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 blah. But mind you, for 6 years, these very protestations and disruptions were happening, and they were being justified, right? Nobody thought, even when an attempt was made to even suspend students whose actions are seen in clear-cut contravention of the handbook of the University of Liberia, Unity Party stalwarts and agents then who provide arguments that no, that the government was going beyond its scope. That was excessive, and these things were excessive. The then Secretary General of SUP, Jusu Kamara, my small brother, right? Who became a strong voice in the secretariat of the Unity Party, who go on the campus and mobilize his colleagues, and they will stage politicized protestation. They will what? They will challenge and block the vice president from entering there, the minister of state, and other senior government officials who are going to have authority in solving some of the problem. They will say and say this person can come because you will go and when they were these UP multi-banks to disturb the university and learning on the university campus. They were going on their class reloaded, right? And justifying why. The today Minister of Information, Jeremy Pia, is on record. But you know, Jeremy Pia is a loose talking a big brother.
So you don't forget about the past.
Right? So today he is sitting there. The very thing he said that should not happen, could not happen, must not happen, and is equal to dictatorship is the same thing that's happening under his government, and he has not said a jing thing. So it tells you who they are. So we're going to play Pia's voice. You listen to Pia. When Pia condemned this nonsense, and I'd like to join the student and consider this Board of Trustees comment as nonsense because the democracy we enjoy does not call for this. So you should find a way out to dealing with the students' issue instead of what infringing on their rights. This is a violation of the students' right as espoused by the Information Minister, Jeremy Matthew Pia. Let's hear him.
The student community has a very unique history, particularly the Vanguard Student Education Party. And it does not matter, in my opinion, of the era of these happenings. When the group of university students were sent to Belayara, and Samuel Doe passed the decree to have them executed, if my memory serves me well, the military dictatorship bans student politics. Unlike the democratic arrangement you had, when the military regime took a decision, they believed it was caged in an iron stone, and no one in society dared challenge it. These men were the one who said they would challenge it. They said they would challenge it. And the military regime was furious that a group of people called students who were supposed to be learning book and reading science and all kinds of things took on to challenge their powers. They arrested them, have some kangaroo trial or something, sentenced them to Belayara. Samuel Doe announced that they will be executed for challenging the orders of the PRC. The point I'm trying to make is that those students at that time, they knew the consequences of challenging the military order. That did not deter them. They challenged it and were willing to live by the consequence. Which Doe announced was the execution of these student leaders. That didn't scare them. Pressure from all over, including pressure from the very student community. There were students who were not in Manipur jail, who were still challenging that action by the military government. Then the military government realized that, oh, so what it means that even if we execute these people, we have not killed that struggle because more and more will come. What will we continue to do? We keep executing them? It doesn't work like that. Eventually, the guys were free. October, you are going to go to election. So you live in a democratic society where you ban student politics on campus, the campus that is the macrocosm.
We are in a democratic society
of the larger society.
And Boakai is banning student politics on the University of Liberia, the campus that is the macrocosm of the larger society. This is Jeremy Pia's voice. So why?
Eventually, guys were free. October, you are going to go to election. So you live in a democratic society where you ban student politics on campus, the campus that is the macrocosm of the larger society. that mirrors everything that happens in the larger society. If you ban student politics on the university campus, because it mirrors the larger society, you see, the larger society itself does not need politics. That's just common sense.
So,
extreme in all this we don't now.
So, my are you listening for those of you that are asking, oh, yeah, hey, you think the politics that the children can do on that campus, you think that your student, that you go AMU, go UMU, down there, that Liberia down there. When you succeed, if a military regime fail in banning student politics there, who is a worker to come and ban politics in Liberia generally? Because if they suppress, you know what these students can do? These students can stand up for us outside, right? You saw them in as much as, oh yeah, sometimes we'll criticize them, we say, oh, this, because we just want to keep them in check. But that does not mean you can go the dictatorial rift or length of trying to suppress their right. When you do that, then you know what you're doing? The very government will come and start closing all your intellectual centers where you can be doing politics. Say, oh no, we got to focus on development, we're moving the country forward, you're talking too much politics, all the Hataisha Bene, you're closing. Oh yes, it's coming gradually. Because if they succeed in the university abroad where the children are conscientized and they're holding together, right? How about going from when you go Oro, you close the Hataisha, what they turn to intellectual center, you can't carry school, all the intellectual center, you close it, nobody get place to talk politics when you come over, yeah, papa, around, oh, my man, as soon as man want to take my hand is out, and everybody, my hand is out. So this is a tacit attempt to clandestinely ban politics in the country. And you all are sitting, and this is where voices need to be raised. And the students, you have my unflinching support against this draconian action by the Board of Trustees that are politically driven. Beginning next week, we'll avail our platform to all the student political grouping on the University of Liberia campus. Come here and express yourself. And mobilize and rally your soldiers, your foot soldiers, your students, your cadres, your comrades. We avail the SUP, the STUDA, the PROSA, the SIM. We avail our platform free of charge to all of you. Come and mobilize the student base to resist this draconian action from the Boakai dictatorship. We cannot allow our country to slide into dictatorship. We cannot do that. We're sending this out to all of you student leaders, everywhere you are. The whole of next week, just come and book your time. You have the opportunity to come and mobilize sufficiently. And the university must rescind this decision. Politics must continue on the University of Liberia campus, because banning politics on the University of Liberia campus is equal to banning politics in the country. And you cannot ban politics, especially when we have a system where the people are abusing and, of course, abusing the rights and dignity of Liberians on a daily basis, and the government want to silence everybody. We cannot kowtow for that. Absolutely not. So we must raise our voices, all of the voiceless. Come here, mobilize. You have this place. We will give you the platform. Our platform, you come every day, right? You come here every day, beginning next week. SUP, SIM, POSA, STUDA, everybody will come here. We'll elevate the debate. Mobilize and rally the conscience of revolutionary students to stand up and defend. The torch has been turned over to you. You must defend it. The generation before you never failed this country. If you sit there and allow this band to hold, you will be recorded in the annals of history as failures, as weaklings. And that's why you must rise up. You must stand up to challenge the growing dictatorship in a 79, 80 years old man who has lived his life and is leading the country dangerously, and think he can micromanage everybody. The students must be the last bus stop. Oh yes, we're prepared to give you all of the support. What is this? Govern well, lead well. Let your information minister here saying it. If the generation before you stood up even in the face of a dictatorship threat to what? To eliminate them, they stood up and challenged. What more about a democracy? What more about today? Oh, Lily Mampaya, you know, I've always been, but you want to sit there and allow these people to you use your hands to cause trouble. Because look, if these students come out and you insist, right, anything that happens will be on your hands. Your intent was to come and help. They are using your hands for the wrong thing. They're using your hands. They're trying to use your hand for the wrong thing. Tell them no, right? You can work to moderate the politics, but you can't ban politics. That is an attack on our democracy. And we stand with the students.
Yes. People who were speaking or preaching the message or messages yesterday are today the ones against those very same messages they preached before. It sounds laughable but serious. You know, when we sit here and tell that gone are those days when people will just sit and think they can talk loosely and there will be no one around to erect the necessary checkpoint and bring them back to what the reality is like. Gone are those days. You listen to the recording we play. You listen to it. In 2023, Jerry Limick Pierre, who is today information minister, said to us on their class reload that this issue or this thought about suspending or banning student politics on the University of Liberia campus was wrong and should not be done by a democratically elected government. Today, Bwakai's administration is announcing ban on student politics on the very same University of Liberia campus. At this point, what can we say? If this is going on and Jerry Limick Pierre described that as against democratic principle, so can we now say today that Bwakai's administration is a dictatorship government? Or is this a rebel leadership or rebel government? How do we describe this administration? How? Because all Liberians know this is a democratically elected government. And according to Jerry Limick Pierre, student politics should not be banned under democratic elected government. So I've always said they've been engaging leaders of our country. When there are issues affecting the student community, what they would normally do is to go out, seek dialogue first.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the government fail to listen, or when those responsible fail to listen, then they can talk about what do you call it? Then they can talk about public gathering. And whenever they talk about their public gathering, now you will have the government sending in the talks, the police, to go and attack the students. What do you expect them to do? Abu? They say to every force, there must be an equal or opposite reaction.
That's correct.
So you expect that you will be carrying force and the young guys will stand, look at you. And especially when they know how intolerant, irresponsible, and undemocratic you are. They expect them to sit and be looking at you. What they will do, you push the guys, you're expecting them to pass through the wall. They will pass through the space that is created. And when you become the space that is created, they will pass through you to get to where they are supposed to get to. It happened before during past administrations. Madam Salif administration was confronted with this very student politics.
Came in, his government was confronted with this very student politics.
He usually confronted,
even
though he was making intervention, he was renovating the university
of Liberia,
paving the streets,
and in fact announcing free tuition policy,
giving internet and everything.
To the extent that the very free tuition policy today that those individuals, those students are protecting, to the extent that when it was announced by Weah as president, it was challenged. Students protested. Well, imagine now something that would benefit you, something that somebody did for you, thinking that a good thing they did for you, you protesting. Because that was a democratically elected government, they had to listen and they had to dialogue with the students. Or when Yusuf Kamara was doing all that one, it was because you wanted to give him media consultancy job when you're successful. So, but then you supported it. Where are we now? Is this so? What was the real reason for which you camping and called on Liberians to vote against this Weah? What was the real reason? Because all of those reasons that you gave before as requisite for why George Weah should be elected or should be rejected during the election, those requisites still exist, and in fact they have skyrocketed.
That's correct. Let it call for the next 10 minutes. I may be disturbing you. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call, and you will be live. So let's take call on this. Do you go in for the ban against student politics? What do you think? Do you agree with Jeremy Pierce in an attempt to ban student politics? Yes, you are seemingly trying to ban politics in the country. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Benin Nizawa, and I call you for Central Morrison.
Go ahead.
I want to somehow believe some of the memory in the leadership of the various student grouping at the University of Liberia. That ancestral youth or system who will come down on them and have that crumble and deny them of their academic sojourn. This thing we saw it long ago during the election. We speak of this. And the last place for anybody to be used in the University of Liberia, we saw this system that they were campaigning for to disturb the regime of the former president, President Weah.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, Pastor Cooper, calling from Banner's precisely.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Yeah. It's so sad that your generation is very innovative and you are far-sighted. Mm-hmm. But these were this generation. Most especially the president saw the day Samuel Doe, I think 1983, and he was working with Doe, so he used all the dictatorship tactics. Mm-hmm. So these are the things. He's not a grouping dictator, he's a sitting dictator. And Liberia is declining under his watch. So the young generation, because you guys have to take up this country, Liberia is the 4.5% youth population. Mm-hmm. So you're going to take your destiny in your hand. Instead of giving it to an old man who have gotten the brain drain, decline in fostering the agenda of this country, but every day they're attacking their own citizens. So it's so sad that young people are not doing anything about it. So you encourage the guy at the university that they are trampling upon their rights. So your own assistant minister spoke that before. What you want to do yesterday?
Not assistant minister, proper information minister. The recording will play is the information minister, Mr. Pia. Yeah.
Oh, that man.
Pia, really honorable man to you. Hello, good morning. Pia, that can be causing down there. Honorable man to you. Good morning. Let's hear you. Good morning.
We said that many of you put in many power, the country will be destroyed. Never matter you will sustain it. The student politics. The student politics, when you go to hell, you can go. That is student to part two, when you come to power. So we are saying that free situation, the protest against the way
So you support the government to ban student politics?
I'm not supporting that. That is because the boy against the way, I'm supporting it. But I don't support them, but just say something that.
Okay, thank you very much. Librarians are saying no. Students must continue exercising their right. Good morning. Morning.
You know what coming start now?
No.
Since they start small. Waka before reach to 2027, we ban all political parties in the country. Only the party alone will be the party in the country. That's why the studies are over there. You look at it, we are getting children of free Christian stay. They were parking around here demonstrating. So you, Liberian people, were coming. It will be bigger than that university.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, my friend, brother.
Good morning. The government is banning student politics on the university campus. Do you support?
Okay, I'm making a small journey from Bagabi community. If the government wants to ban any activity, it will be done in their executive mansion. You know, banning student politics on campus is something that you know it can happen. And it won't happen. President, we are keeping power in case of free tuition. We protested against him. He did not ban student politics. You came with a problem. Your own problem. You came with something from the United States of America. To bring problem to us. They will try to speak against it. Then he wants to ban student politics. If he try banning student politics, then after that, he's just trying to ban every other, as you said, whether he's still trying to ban every other political activity in the entire state of the country. So I don't appreciate money. What sense does that make? What sense in it to ban student?
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Joseph calling from Freeport.
Go ahead, Joseph.
For I've been following you people from everything you said. For me, I look at Joseph Braga government. We said in the past, Chatterjee was a dictator. And now Joseph Braga is following that trend. He's a dictator. His government is a dictator government. Because all of these things, if you say you want to bomb student politics, is that you are going against the rule of law. It's by law. You cannot bomb politics in the country. Then definitely
you're banning their right to freely express themselves and form opinions. Yeah, that's what you're doing. In essence, you're violating the law, the Constitution. Good morning. Good morning. We are almost entering into a military dictatorship where decrees are issued and rights are suspended. The government of Liberia has banned student politics on the UL campus. What do you think?
My brother, thank you for the topic of the discussion this morning. And that was the so purpose that I called for this morning, right?
Okay.
When I'm James Carlin Smith calling from the Baronsville Bell, which we 11 to be precisely. So the thing is just simple. When we told people about this broadcast dictator leadership, people were like, "Oh, we don't want the betterment of this country." Now, that simple thing I want to say in the foremost, there must be a student politics being banned at the university campus. There should be no politics being taught at the University of Liberia. The politics should be done as well. Because once you say you want to ban student politics at the University of Liberia, then definitely ban the course course.
Okay, so you should stop teaching politics on the University of Liberia campus. That caller says. We have Edmond, right?
Let's talk to Edmond, then we do a draw quickly.
Edmond, go ahead.
You live.
Morning to you guys. I was not able to go through the first segment. And there is no way that student politics should be banned at the university campus because they are speaking up for the rest of the students who do not have the ability to put their grievances outside.
But the government has already banned. The government has already imposed the ban. So what are you saying?
But they are opposing it. They are seriously opposing it. I trust suit for that. It suit was that how the Liberian people were looking at in this country. This lazy and weakling president was not going to be doing what he's doing to the Liberian people. And one of the reasons why they are doing that thing. Because there are incredible information in the cycle that the government want to cancel that free tuition in the University of Liberia. So when they cancel it, they don't want so to lead that serious counter against the government for canceling that particular stuff that is benefiting all
it's not. You're making a good point. It's possible because once there's a ban on student politics, when they cancel the free tuition, nobody will speak, nobody will talk.
That's it. They want to do it. The government is wicked. The government is crafty. So to always think that they have monopoly over knowledge here. What knowledge do they have? Why are they putting off? Nothing. The University of Liberia is filthy. The University of Liberia is not in good condition. Teachers are not taking their pay. And even it is coming, it is not regular. So it's a wrong thing that the students
Thank you very much.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Let's give morning to somebody just quickly. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. This is Hagar. I'm here calling you from Freedom FM.
Your account is.
Oh wow. So
so while we try to get the account up and ready, it is this is just also coming. The campaigner against or for the arrest of rape suspect J. Brian McGill has already begun the protest in front of the LNP headquarters. So Liberians who believe in the rights and of course who also in solidarity with this should join in. The women there, they're right before the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, and all they are simply demanding is for this suspect to be arrested and of course kept behind bars while the trials or the investigations are ongoing, just as it's always done.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Hagar. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Did you play our cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah, I played one time.
You played one time, so you used 50 LD.
Yeah.
Check your phone, you receive 5,000 Liberian dollars.
Thank you so much. I received the message and I'm waiting.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. *255*1# or *255*1#. Let's pick 3 more calls.
Let's take 3 more calls and then we can call it a day. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning. Banning student politics just like the old time. Do you support it?
My advice for you in the studio.
What is your name? Call your name. The simple rule, you can follow it. Then hello, good, you don't get advice. Good morning.
Hello, is that?
Morning.
Yes. I'm from Facebook.
Go ahead.
Hey, guys, why the men want to ban the university politics? Or they trying to ban politics in Liberia here? And according to him, there is a democratic country. Let them leave the university students alone. Since we were born in this country, when some of us even started our ABC, we were in the politics here for now you care for. So let them leave the kids alone. If they can't rule this country, and they can't lead the.
Okay, leave the children alone. Good morning.
Good morning, Yuka and Abu.
Morning.
Yeah, whenever a child is about to walk, she will firstly sit down, crawl, and start walking. This is what I mean. The politics has already been banned. There is no rule of law in this country. The legislature and that of the judiciary are in the pocket of the president.
Okay.
And so, so what do you want? Politics will soon be banned. Even political parties will soon be banned.
Okay, let's wait and see how that's going to play out. But folks, this is it. And of course, this is how we like to go home on the Thursday morning edition of the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. And yes, indeed, rape advocacy and the call for action, meaningful action from the part of the Liberia National Police and the government of Liberia. And the additional call, we will begin rallying the country to raise the voice against the attempt by the government to suppress and ban politics on the university campus. This is a terrible precedent. It's undemocratic, and we are not going to sit here and allow this country be plunged into backwardness. The students must be allowed freely to express themselves and form opinions, even if the opinions are against the manner in which the government is running the country. They must be protected under the laws as guaranteed. My name is Abu Sharif, and of course, this is how we like to go home. And of course, until we see you, do have yourself a wonderful time. And remember that Chelsea was flogged yesterday. And that's why I've always warned you, don't allow your loved ones to be a supporter of Chelsea. Most of the fans are in the garage, a garage team. Until we see you tomorrow, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.